Yes, it is that time again. Grab your chai and let's have a laugh. I got Kashmiri pink chai today because it's a very, very special video. So I just saw this news article by the Jewish News, and look at this. It says, another Jewish supremacy rant doctor led off by medical practitioner tribunal service. So I thought, ooh, I wonder who wrote that article, because I was checking out who the press and the photographers were at the tribunal, and then I saw this. JN reporter, Jewish News reporter. He didn't even want to put his name on it, and I think I know who it was. So I was a little bit late because I had a train issue. And when I got there, my friend was like, listen, we're on a break, but see that man in the other room? It was like a reception kind of area. I said, yeah. He goes, I think he's press. I tried to talk to him earlier. He's acting really shady. And he's like trying to make out like he's a court observer or something. I don't know what he was trying to say. So I walked into that room, started looking at my bag, did my thing, side-eyeing him. I'm looking at him, I'm like, journalist, blatant. This nose smells everything. Anyway, clocked him as a journalist, did up my bag. And as I walked past him, I said, oh, hello, excuse me. And he's like, yeah. I goes, what publication are you from? And when I say his eyes went like that, and he's like, I was like, yeah, what publication are you from? And he's like, I'm not allowed to say. And I looked at him, I goes, what do you mean you're not allowed to say? I'm a journalist, I'm allowed to say who I work for. Now, that's where he would have been like, who do you work for, right? But no, none of that. He just turned around and ran away. I was like, oh. So I watched him the whole time. He was looking around that courtroom like he thought somebody was going to do him something. It was really interesting to watch his body language. Every time there was a break, he would run into the lift and run out of the building, like down the road, 100 miles an hour before anyone could speak to him, and then reappear at the last moment. So on one of these occasions, I saw some journalists get into the lift, and he got into the lift the same time as him. He ran for the lift, and just as the lift door was closing, I was like, oh, is there space for one more? Just a little one, just me. Ha, so cute and innocent, aren't I? Got in the lift, and I could feel the body language, like he was so tense. And then the lift was just me and about 5 white men. And then one of them was like, so guys, what news organization do you work for? Like, I do blah, 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 blah. And then the other one, like the ginger one from the Telegraph, he's an absolute pillock as well, may I add. He's like, oh, Telegraph. This one, the one from the Jewish News, is in the corner like this, looking like he's about to cack his pants, trying not to get eye contact with me. And I keep turning my head and looking at him like, waiting for his answer. He's trying not to look at me. And I did also notice that none of those men asked me where I work. Funny that. I could have been a top journalist for all they know, but no, I'm just a little brown woman in the lift with them who is spying and listening to everything. Anyway, as soon as we got to the ground floor, I started following him out the building. When I tell you, he looked at me and then ran down the road. Didn't come back for another half an hour when the break was finished. So I do believe he was this gentleman. And I have to say, I understand why he didn't put his name. He was the biggest chicken piece of shit that I've ever seen in my life. He was up in the corner like, He looked so scared. I cannot make you guys understand. It was like, he gave it away. I thought I don't know, maybe he thought like, I'm going to go in undercover. None of these dumb Palestinians will know who I am. We all smelt him at a mile away, and we were all staring at him and just looked so nervous. And I just find it funny that you write this literal hit piece, disgusting piece of propaganda, and you can't even put your name to it. Let me tell you, JN newspaper reporter, the difference between me and you is not only will I put my name to it, I'll put my face to it. And that is what separates us. Heroes and cowards. So Jewish News, cowards. Jewish News reporter, cowards. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed your chai. Seriously, get you some Kashmiri pink chai and thank me later.